All right, welcome back, real life small group leaders and teachers. We've got another Zoom tutorial. We're going to walk through a couple things you might not be aware of and some troubleshooting we've seen with Zoom. I've got Zoom downloaded right between my real life app and YouTube down here at the bottom left corner. By the way, we have some great new features on our real life app as well as the Real Life Ministries channel on YouTube. So check those out as well as this video that's on there right now. So when it comes to using Zoom, some of the things we've heard, some of the troubleshooting we've heard from people, we want to talk about those things in this specific tutorial. In the last tutorial, we had kind of how to join a meeting, schedule a meeting, just the basics. So this one, we're going to hit a few more details that are handy and useful that we've seen from our small group leaders and teachers. The first thing we've seen people run into is first they have to allow internet audio, call using internet audio. That's just using your Wi-Fi for your audio. And on that note, similar and related is troubleshooting for people that haven't, when they downloaded Zoom on their settings, and that's going to look a little different on the device you have, but on settings, you need to check that Zoom. I'm going to look down here at the bottom of my settings is Zoom. Make sure you have allowed both your microphone as well as your camera. Zoom won't work without those things. So just a little piece of awareness we've seen people struggle with, make sure those things are allowed. Might be your desktop computer, might be your phone, but that's a critical setting that has to be checked for people to be able to use Zoom. So other things that we've seen just be super handy for facilitating a group that you have is in this season that we're not face to face. It's not ideal, but it's an opportunity that we have to meet with people and still stay connected and see faces and be able to process different things. Well, it does become complicated when you have a lot of people in a digital room and all the background audio. So one of the things we've challenged and told a lot of our leaders to do is one of the features you can take advantage of on the participants tab, which is just me on this right now. But if you had your group, to actually, after you've had your opening kind of welcome, maybe an icebreaker, some introductory stuff, that you would actually take a second and mute all participants. And that's intentional. And so that way there isn't all the background noise in a house that's getting picked up. It's only people that are ready to share. And so what they'll do is when they're ready, they individually, this button up here that says mute, you can mute yourself and unmute yourself. And that lets us know that someone is wanting to talk, that they have something to share. Just a nice little feature people can take advantage of for facilitating that group. There's also some other things if you are muted that you can take advantage of. Just even if someone says, how do you feel about that? People can give a thumbs up right here. They can clap. Just some cool little features that you can use. Again, looks a little bit different on every platform, but those are some things we've seen for managing a group and a class. There are some other things on this share content button that you can use. Kind of handy. You can type in a specific URL, a website. You can use a whiteboard to share something. So play around with that, some great features. We have found it be pretty difficult for those who want to facilitate maybe a video study. To use that video in the middle of a Zoom call is pretty complicated, mostly because the audio does not come through well. At some video sites will restrict the ability to watch a video streaming because of their privacy settings. So what we've told people for the most part is just to pause the video right in the middle of your thing and say, hey, for the next 15 minutes, we're going to go watch that. Here's the link. Watch that video, and then we're going to resume at exactly 7 o'clock. We're going to resume our meeting, and that just has worked a lot better than trying to navigate using a video with the audio, trying to stream it through Zoom. Obviously, with a DVD, it's a little more complicated. We have seen people just take their camera directly over to the TV and use that. Again, not ideal, but if you have to make the most of this season. So there's just a couple tips, a couple more things to take advantage of the season. Just proud of all of you for the hard work of staying connected with your people, our people that make up Real Life Ministries. It's just amazing to see the ministry that's taken place. So hope this helps today, and we'll see you hopefully face to face soon.